Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Zareth Prevails, a new player's account story. Guys, we are in week 7 already of Prevailman. We're at level 73, which means we only have 12 more to go to get into Grand Arena. However, those 12 are going to take at least a month, probably more. It takes a while, these final levels, this last stretch. Today is probably going to be a little bit shorter. I'm not going to show you guys anything in particular, really. My new schedule is about to hit, and I need to get in bed as soon as I can, frankly. And honestly, this week wasn't super exciting. We've got we've got nothing really. I wouldn't say that, but uh, we're just farming. So we're getting Chopper closer to 6 stars. Of course, we want him 7 stars. Just farming stuff in guild shipments, which are the guild store. Ewok Elder is the only one that we got this time. I would have maybe bought this super battle droid, these shards here. Um, uh, Frankly, the farming for the characters is slowed just a little bit because I keep buying gear with this, especially the Mark 3 hollows. Those are really important at this stage. Looks like we can buy another batch of Canaan, so we're getting close. Zeb almost has a second. He almost has a partner in crime. Almost has another 7 star. I did buy this Jedi Consular Starfighter up. I wanted to get him to 4 stars, or rather 3 stars, just so that I could unlock. I think it was I think it's Akbar's ship at 4 stars, which speeds up the Akbar ship. It makes that fleet a lot better. Um, Otherwise, we bought a shard for Biggs here as well. We're getting him farmed slowly. Just ignore these mods here. Once again, I purchased this for the Jedi Consular's ship. Phantom just hit 4 stars, which is great news. And otherwise, I have been spending some of these pieces on TIE Fighter Pilot. We need him at 5 stars eventually to unlock uh, the R2D2, which is important. And otherwise, we are set. Once again, keep buying these. These turn into something really good. Now, Ahsoka is actually, we keep getting shards for her. Um, she'll be 3 stars pretty soon. She's someone that we need to keep an eye on. We're going to be farming her soon-ish. Uh, but she doesn't really fit into any of our specific plans. Otherwise, we're just continuing, guys. Let's look at our characters real quick. Now, one of the important things to note this week is some characters we need to just stop gearing entirely. Like Bastila, I think I pointed it out last week. Bastila doesn't need anything more for gear for a very long time. She's still on my favorites because I'm still farming her shards. And we need to get all of her abilities besides her leadership up to the Omega status. Like they're all really good abilities. Obviously, they're not as huge a priority because I'm not using her team, but she is a very important character, and we need to make sure that all of her abilities are up. Especially like this rally is really good. Uh, and the buff duration for that is really strong. This dispel is really good. Dispel slash stun, I should say. So we're gonna work on her. The biggest thing that I've really been focusing on are pilots, and that includes the different Phoenix characters. Now you can see Zeb and Kanan, basically all of the Phoenix except for Chopper and Sabine. Everyone's at gear 8, and we're going to stop at gear 8 for Zeb and for Kanan. The reason they're still on favorites is, once again, we're not going to give them their Zetas, but we are going to give them all of their ability levels. Those really help with ships. We're going to get them all up to level 85 eventually. We want 5 dot mods on all of them. Uh, so Zeb and Kanan and Bastila are all done with gear. We'll eventually get Ezra up to gear 11, probably Sabine, probably gear 11, and then Hera and Chopper up to gear 9. And I'll make some kind of an infographic eventually. I keep saying that I'm going to make the farming guide. The fact is, guys, my life has been so crazy. I'm close. I'm so close to getting it all together, but that it has just had to take a little bit of a backseat. And it's good, actually, if I delay it just a little more. We can see where Chupio ends up being farmable, so that we can maybe add Chupio to the list of things that we could do. So otherwise, I've been really trying to focus on pilots, trying to get pilots up, including TIE Fighter pilot. Pilots are really important for ships, obviously. Hopefully, eventually, we'll be able to get him leveled up. Start getting that purple border and everything. And right now, I mean, so our goals here are just pretty simple. Like, we want Phoenix to be up. We need them all to be 7 stars so that we can start getting Palpatine and Thrawn up some star levels. And otherwise, the other thing that I want to point out here, guys, is we're farming all these characters. We're trying to get Phoenix up. We're close to done with Phoenix, though, and we're going to start transitioning into getting this Palpatine Empire team going. Palpatine / Vader Empire team. And like Vader's actually, once he hits 72, which I'm level 69 here. Let's just get him to 72 here. Once we do that, and once we have all of the materials, which we're kind of close there actually, we can get him up to gear 9. Now we want to be real careful though. Like, so getting a couple gear 9 characters isn't going to kill us, but once we get into GAC, we really want our matchup GP to be as low as we can get it, frankly. And if we've overinvested in certain characters, it's really going to make things a lot harder. And I'll explain the matchup GP stuff in a little bit, but just keep in mind, guys, Phoenix are getting close to done already. We'll linger with Ezra and Sabine because they are impact characters later, and we do want all of those abilities because we want their ships to stay pretty good. But otherwise, we're going to be transitioning to the Emperor team with Vader, Thrawn, Bastila Shan Fallen, and as of right now, it's either going to be TIE Fighter pilot, just so that I can show you guys what an account with him looks like, or Admiral Piet might end up being the guy, because frankly his kit is so good, it will be really, really hard to ignore him. It will be hard to ignore him. Otherwise, we're just trying to get our bounty hunters kind of leveled up. You can see that CAD really hasn't had much love at all since I unlocked him, but yeah, we're not gonna spend credits on him right now. But he's one of our linchpin bounty hunters. He's really good, and we're just continuing on, guys. You have to spend a lot in ships initially in order to be able to get into that top 50. I'm not in top 50 yet, but right now we're fighting against the guys who are all in the hyperdrive bundle. Eventually, all those guys who start with hyperdrive, a lot of those guys are still gonna quit, and we'll be able to just get into the top 50 easy enough. But for now, our ships, we really need ships to be able to unlock different nodes, to be able to farm characters. It's very, very important to do that. So one thing I do want to point out as well here, for ships, we're farming them as fast as we can, and use all those infographics that are on the Discord server to show you guys what kind of things to be farming. But one thing that I have been doing, so Slave 1 I've been farming all the time in ships. There's a node for that. And then IG 2000 is also, we're going to need it at 7 stars eventually to unlock the Falcon. may as well start now. IG88 is actually on his way. He's the monthly unlock character. So we've been getting some shards. We'll get more and more of him. He's easy to unlock because he's in the arena store. So he won't end up being very good, but we'll need him 7 stars. We'll need Xanadu Blood at 7 stars, and pretty soon we're getting closer and closer. Pretty soon we're gonna have to drop everything and start farming Houndstooth and Bosk. Bosk is such a huge impact character at this stage of the game. Even at 3 stars, he is amazing. He is really strong. And I guess he starts at 2 stars even. So that'll be a 9B. That I guess that'll take a few weeks, but once we get to Bosk, man, it's on. We're gonna double farm him. It's gonna be crazy. But we've got Houndstooth coming up. I think Houndstooth. So that's 8D. That'll be unlocked. I bet I'll be able to start farming it tomorrow. In fact, because it's on the light side right now. We need level 74 to get that, and we are level 73, as you can see. So, lots of exciting farms, and yeah, it'll be good times. Otherwise, yeah, we're just continuing along, guys. Galactic War, we're getting close. I'm in the middle of my runs right now for today, but as you can see, we've got 46 completions. I haven't dropped a single Galactic War so far since the start. Pretty soon we're going to be done. The thing that sucks about it is we have to be level 80 in order to stop, or in order to unlock this multi-sim. Or we have to reach level 85 to be able to get it. So 80, I thought 80 was going to be it. Dang it. That's too bad. But, so the multi-sim, but the awesome thing about this is, like, we'll be able to be done with it, and honestly, the multi-sim is a nice function. It's a nice thing to be able to get eventually. The thing that I like most, though, like, I've gotten all these completions, and that's led to a ton of currency to be able to get us ships and to be able to help us unlock different parts of the game. So, for instance, man, it's been really tough lately. I've been farming those nodes. I unlocked 3 here the other day, but I tried it once and I failed. I got kind of close to beating it, but frankly, my ships just need to be better. And because we're not spending any money on them, we are just going to take a little while to get there. So hopefully Ghost will be up pretty soon. We're gearing all of the right characters. Like Slave 1 eventually is gonna unlock. We're farming it on 2 ends, both in the in fleet shipments and on its hard node in ships. TIE Advanced X1 takes a long time to farm because you can only find it rarely. It's a rare drop, so to speak, in the fleet, and that's it. I think we can eventually farm it, actually, but that'll be much later. But this will be a good ship once we get it, and then we're just farming other ships. So yeah, folks, this is about it. This is the update. I haven't really gotten any good mods. I've been spending 1 refresh a day on mods, and that probably isn't enough. It'd be nice to get 2. Eventually we can get 2 once we start getting paid out from ships. But even right now, let's see if we can find let's find what our fastest mod is real quick. So besides speed arrows, those don't count. Let's find out what our fastest speed mod is. I think it's like a plus 14, maybe. Let's find out. Yeah, so we got plus 14. It could potentially, if we get the upgrade mats, it could potentially turn into like a plus 21, which is nice. It's an offense cross. That's one of the best out there. So, let's see, and then it drops off. It does drop off pretty quick. So we're starting to get a few decent mods here, and this one I haven't even equipped yet. I'm just trying to get a decent stable of mods. This one has some decent potential at plus 11 right now. That's the fastest we could have it. Yeah, so we've got some decent mods here. I need to go through and actually just place them right now. Yes, they're important, but it's also very hard to spend money, rather credits on all of these mods. Um, I'm not trying to say that they're not actually worth spending credits on, but we've got to do a balancing act right now. For instance, I've got Zeb with all of his 5 dot mods, except for here. Eventually, we'll get him another 5 dot. I want to get it replaced with a potency cross, is what I would like to do. Whether or not that's going to happen is another question. But I've also just been making sure slowly all of the pilots have all of their mods up to gear 12 or up to level 15, and just trying to make sure that all of their ships are benefiting from it. So that's what I've been doing with mods. We try to get pilots, good mods. You can see Akbar has already started to get some 5 dot mods as well. Palpatine just has some random leftover stuff because he's not a pilot. Well, he is a pilot, but he's not one we're farming his ship for right now. Biggs needs an upgrade on his mods. In fact, why don't we give him something right now? He needs one of these. He likes to hit hard. Um, let's see. We're gonna do this. Let's see if we can find a crit, damage, or offense. Okay, so this is actually pretty decent. Um, that one's pretty good. Crit damage would be best, but we don't have it. So let's see. This one's got speed on it already. That's nice. It's super nice. So why don't we upgrade this one? Eventually we'll be able to upgrade it, but we can't yet. And now we can assign this. So we get a little extra speed. We get a set bonus now because he just had random mods. And we get a GP increase a little bit. And his ship is better. So Boba has bad mods. So I hope you guys can see kind of my methodology here. Vader, man, he's got terrible mods. Eventually, though, we'll have them all at 5 dot. Right now, the priority is this is our arena team. I'm not really paying much attention to arena right now, but this team is also our fleet arena team. So they need decent mods. This team is close to just being done. We'll use them in later stages, but otherwise, yeah, guys, I said I was going to keep this short, so let's just call it here. Let me know what you guys would like to see on these videos. I'm just going to keep giving updates otherwise, and I will get that farming guide out eventually. I promise that. Just takes a little while. So, thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Zareth prevails.